This segment is proudly brought to you by Vicroads Custom Plates. Peter, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How are you going?
Very good. I'm here today to talk about my father's car. It's got some personalised number plates, which is after his army registered number, 342695.
Right, now we're here for Vicroads Custom Plates today. We're here at the Shrine to talk about your Toyota Yaris. Now people might say, why is Toyota Sierra on? But it's about personalised plates and the story behind those plates. So you actually brought these for your father.
I did. He was having a hard time remembering things. I didn't realise at the time it was the onset of dementia, and I thought a good idea would be to get his registered number for his number plate. So I applied to Vicroads and they gave it to me.
Now, this is a very specific number because it relates to his Army service number, doesn't it?
That's correct. My father was an Army apprentice back in the day.
What year?
1955, he joined at 15.
Yeah.
And he turned 16 later that year, but it's pretty young. And his first day, I think it was in February 1955, he's up for a board with his Army registered number, 342695, looking like a criminal, but that's what they did.
Yeah, I saw the photo of that. He actually does look like a crim, but actually he served in the Army for how long?
For 9 years. His apprenticeship as a blacksmith went for 4 years, and then he had to give 1 year back for service and plus an extra year, which was 9.
All right. And then he served in the reserves as well after that?
He was in the emergency reserves, yeah, for about 3 or 4 years after that. It wasn't the Army Reserve, but it was different times then. They had the conscription and so forth, and they wanted to keep all those skills in the Army.
All right. Now, when you actually got the custom plate, what did you think of the custom plate in the first place? Because for the registration.
Well, he's having a hard time remembering things, and he was never going to forget his Army number. It was a big part of his life, and I remember my mother was still alive at the time. I told her I was going to get Dad a personalised number plate. She said, what does he need that for? What could he possibly do? And I said, I'm going to put his Army registered number on it. And she just spat it off like that. And apparently, when he did 12 months overseas in New Guinea, and she used to write love letters back and forth to him, and you had to put the registered number under the stamp.
Yes.
So they knew where they were in the world.
Oh, so your mum knew the number, the service number, as much as your dad?
Oh, yeah, 100%, yeah.
All right. So what happened when you went through the process of applying for the custom plate?
I got on the Vicroads website, and it was pretty easy to do, actually. They ask you what sort of plates you want, whether you want numbers or things like that. And I wanted numbers, so I put them in it, and within 10, 20 seconds, they said I could have it. And then I just followed it through, paid by credit card, and I think about 10 days later, they came in the mail.
Fantastic.
And it was a bit of a shock for my father. We set him up. We took him out somewhere. He drove his car there, and while we were inside, someone went out and changed the plates on his car, and he came out and he picked it straight away.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe it. He was really.
And what was his reaction when he? Because obviously you didn't tell him then.
No, I didn't tell him. It was a surprise, and he loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fantastic. And what were some of the stories that he told you when he was an apprentice in the Army?
Oh, look, lifelong stories. He made lifelong mates. Some of them are still alive now. As he was getting on in years for his reunions, I used to take him to some of them, and they're a great bunch of people, great Australians, the whole lot of them.
Now, we're here at the Shrine. Has he ever come back to the Shrine to remember?
Well, I got some pictures of him actually marching through Melbourne with the apprentices every year, with the old Lee Enfields and the bayonets and that. Yeah. So, yeah, he has been here, but it wouldn't have been for a long time now.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, it's a beautiful spot in Melbourne, the Shrine. Great to come down and have a look, and what a perfect setting as a backdrop for the Toyota Yaris with the service number on the plates.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a great day. Thank you very much.
All right, Peter, well, I want to say thank you very much for being on Bumper to Bumper. This segment has been brought to you by Vicroads Custom Plates, and we'll go and look at your car now.
Cheers, thanks for that.
Cheers, mate.
This car's a 2007 Toyota Yaris, 4-cylinder, front-wheel drive. It's a hatchback. It hasn't been modified at all, except for some of the battle damage that my father put on it. He was 76 when he passed away, and he pretty much drove right up to the end. Do you remember algebra at school? Yeah. Pi?
Pi, yeah.
Well, I've got Pi as the number plate, and I'm going to put MAG up the top of it, so it's Magpie. I'm a big Collingwood supporter, and I love it. Hi, I'm Pete, and you're watching Bumper to Bumper.